What is happening, everybody? It's the Miami Football Fanatic here again. Happy to have you guys back, all you draft enthusiasts, mock draft nuts like myself. Going to be doing another mock draft here using the FanSpeak mock draft simulator. It's been much longer than a week since my last, a bit over a week since my last mock draft. So just wanted to do another one for you guys. See how the board's shaping up and what other prospects I can grab, especially for the Dolphins. Going to be using picking with the Dolphins, FanSpeak big board, 7 rounds, and just using the classic algorithm. Alrighty, without further ado, let's start the draft. Alrighty, so not too many changes with the big board. Just a couple of guys moving here and there, especially when guys are mentioned by draft experts like Matt Miller and Todd McShay of ESPN. They definitely move up. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the changes. A lot of these guys like here, like Vita Vey and the Mike Jackson's dropped a little bit, but it's all pretty much the same. Quentin Nelson was ranked 5th the other week, but it's pretty similar. Hasn't moved much, so that'll probably change once Senior Bowl and Combine season comes around. Alrighty, so for the Dolphins, obviously you can't go wrong with Quentin Nelson. We've been needing a high-end guard for many years. We've taken a couple tackles the last couple of years, so definitely need a guard. But a lot of options here. Vita Vey of Washington, the guy is just absolutely—he's a mammoth. Like he's 6'5" and like 340 plus pounds. He's probably going to play in the NFL, I reckon, at like 6'5", 355. And that is just a force of nature. Holy crap. Second coming of Haloti Ngata, Roquan Smith. Incredibly athletic linebacker for Georgia. Arden Key, the big, lanky, athletic rusher for LSU. Tavares McFadden looks a lot like Jalen Ramsey did coming out of Florida State. They probably were teammates. Florida State, I tell you, they churn out so many solid secondary players, safeties and cornerbacks, but I think here, I'm not going to be reaching for anyone, just going to go ahead and take Quentin Nelson for the Dolphins. Just need a guard like him, and he's an absolute animal. Like, the way he was pushing around guys in college, like he was making them look like children out there. He's 6'5", 325 plus pounds. Quentin Nelson is absolute road grader of a guard. He can do it. He can do both. He's excellent in the run game and good as a pass blocker. He's just an absolute animal in the pass game. So Quentin Nelson would just help out the team incredibly. So there's Josh Allen going early there in the second round. Darius guys. These are all guys that could go in the first round too. The guys these guys here at the top of round 2 definitely could go in round 1, but that's what happens with the draft. You've only got a certain amount of picks per round, and guys tend to fall out the first round, miss out on that first round money. So here we are in the second round. I really like this guy. I actually haven't tried to pronounce his name. I'm going to give it a go now. Ogbonia Okoronkwo. But this guy is more of a 3-4 linebacker, but I could see him being like Hassan Riddick. Hassan Riddick, he was mostly a pass rusher for Temple. He did play linebacker, but he's been just a linebacker this season for the Cardinals. So I definitely could see this guy coming in and being that for us. But he really is a 3-4 outside linebacker. He really is a tremendous pass rusher. Like he's got incredible speed. Like he's got like Von Miller speed rushing the quarterback. That's how good he is. Definitely recommend you guys go watch him. Honestly, he's got the speed of like a incredibly fast linebacker or a safety. It's really amazing to watch for an edge rusher, but doesn't fit the Dolphins. I'd love to grab really pricey, but that wouldn't be great. I think I'm going to go ahead here and take... Oh, no, he just got taken Tremaine Edmonds, so that means I'm taking Mark Andrews, tight end from Oklahoma. Incredibly solid tight end, very athletic. Great security blanket for Baker Mayfield this past season. But the guy is no slouch himself. Like he runs great routes and he's got great hands. So Dolphins have been starved for an athletic tight end, athletic and talented tight end for a very long time. Ever since Charles Clay left for Buffalo. Alright, so here we are in the third round. Many ways we can go here. Look at that, Bryce Love's still there. That's crazy. If he's there, I'm taking him. Oh, there he goes to the Raiders, which is very likely going to happen. But I see Bryce Love as more of a second round pick. So, having filled two needs, guard and tight end, there's a couple of ways we could go here. We could go running back. We could go corner, but I don't see that as a big need for us this early in the draft. We got a lot of guys next year. Xavier Howard, Tony Lippett, Cordrea Tankersley, Bobby McCain. We really don't need one. So really thinking should get a running back, and man, not sure. So Nick Chubb is a beast, man. He's 5'10", pretty much 230 pounds. So he is lay down the shoulder pad kind of running back. But there's many ways we can go here. We've got Ronald Jones from USC, one of my favorites. Josh Adams, I see him as more of a late third rounder. Sony Michel. Gonna go ahead and take Nick Chubb. He'd be a great complement to Kenyon Drake. You know, Kenyon Drake is very similar to Ronald Jones of USC. Incredible athlete, but Kenyon Drake has shown that he can run with great power and speed. I thought he was more of as a speed guy in space, but he has shown that he can run between the tackles and run through guys, which I didn't think he could do. But Nick Chubb would be an excellent complement to Kenyon Drake. Just a big, powerful running back. Very talented too. No slouch in the speed department, but he would be an excellent guy to bring in the second half. Someone to give Kenyon Drake a break and just really wear down the defense. You know, he's got an incredibly physical running style. Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb of Georgia. Excellent, especially in the third round. Okay, so we've got a guard, tight end, and a running back. We could go wide receiver here. I really like Anthony Miller of Memphis. He looks like the second coming of Antonio Brown. He's put up incredible numbers for Memphis. Like, he just won jump ball after jump ball. We haven't had a linebacker yet, and boom, Jack Kitchie. I know he has been injured this past season for Wisconsin. Oh, I really don't want to do it, but he is such a talented linebacker. He would help us out tremendously. He could play any position we needed him to play as a linebacker. But I'm a bit of a conundrum here. I've already grabbed a running back. I like to grab one here in the fourth round too, with Bo Scarborough or whoever else. But let's just go back to the top. It's always good to just go back to the top if you're not sure. Just grab the best guy available. And let's have a look at the safeties. haven't really scouted these guys, so not really sure what the safeties can do. But we got J.C. Jackson of Maryland. Let's have a quick look at this guy. Let's have a quick look at his production and things like that. J.C. Jackson. haven't really watched many. Haven't really watched many corners. To be honest, as of yet, because the Dolphins, we've got many corners, so they've got no stats. But he's 6'1", good size, exactly the same measurables as Kudre Tankersley. Where can we go here to get his stats? ESPN should have something. So, not an incredible amount of production. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the game log, even though it's right there. Just had a look at the game. So, yeah. Look at the edge rushes. Well, Duke Ejiofor is gone. I really like that guy, but this is dragging on a bit now, so let's just go ahead and take him. Can't go wrong with solid corner depth. There's always injuries for the cornerbacks, especially Dolphins cornerbacks. So nothing wrong with grabbing one there, and there's someone that can you can develop behind those guys and eventually start one day. So this isn't turning out too great, to be honest. Like, just in terms of like what I wanted to grab. Oh, beautiful. Anthony Miller of Memphis. I'm just going to go ahead and grab him. I'll show you guys his stats real quick. Yeah, he's just an absolute monster. As you can see in 2016, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 15 yards per catch. Anthony Miller. Can't go wrong with just drafting a wide receiver. Someone that could maybe get snapped straight away. So that's the 4th round there. Just going to be running through this now because we've got no picks in the 5th round, so we're running through this. So yeah, it hasn't turned out too bad. We got 5 talented guys, even though I haven't watched literally any of JC Jackson, but I'm sure that he's a talented cover corner, being rated that high, 89th, top 100. So sure he's alright. But Nick Chubb, Mark Andrews, Quentin Nelson, Anthony Miller. I also just realised they're all offensive guys, so I really want the Dolphins to have a mix this draft, like a couple of offensive players, then defensive. Like I want them to have a perfect mix of offensive and defensive players in this draft. Definitely can't go too offensive heavy like we did in 2016, or defensive like we did this year. So really think this is the draft where we can take whatever. We can take a linebacker, we can take an edge rusher, we can take a tight end, we can take a running back. Many ways we can go in this 7-round draft. Alright, so here's our 6th round pick. Seeing as I haven't taken an edge rusher yet, I'm going to go ahead and take Marquise Haynes here. You definitely need more young edge rushers, so can't go wrong there. Cam Wake isn't getting any younger, even though he does have 9 sacks this season. You definitely see he has lost a step, especially compared to 3 years ago, 2 years ago, even last year. So we need young bodies in there to help out in the rush game. Charles Harris is looking like a solid prospect for the future, so can't go wrong with grabbing another guy right there. Alrighty, up to the 7th round, coming to the end now. I honestly haven't really watched any tape of these guys. Mostly developmental and special teams players these guys will most likely be, but you can always find diamonds in the rough in the 6th round, 7th round, sorry, and 6th round. Just gonna. I was thinking of taking Coleman Shelton, but You can always cross-train guards to become centers, so don't really need to be drafting a center unless it's earlier on. A guy like the Ohio State center, I can't remember his name, not Billy Price, the other guy. But don't really like any of these guys, man. I'm sure a lot of you like JT Barrett, but I think that he's just a product of the Ohio State system. I mean, Urban Meyer makes all of his quarterbacks look really good. I mean, Braxton Miller looked like a great quarterback. Cardale Jones looked great, and now JT Barrett. So Cardale Jones really hasn't done anything in the league, so you can't just go off their production in college. Just go back to the top and just grab another edge rusher. Lorenzo Carter. I think he's a big guy. He's like the guy the Bears got last year. 6'6", good edge rusher. And let's just grab another line. We haven't grabbed. Have we got a linebacker yet? No, we didn't. I was thinking of Jack Kitchie, but I skipped him. So let's just go ahead and grab a linebacker. Definitely someone that can help on special teams. So yeah, here's the end of the draft, just winding down now. Nice little haul for the Dolphins. Just the one bump in the road was J.C. Jackson. I'm sure he's a solid corner. Haven't watched much of him. Let me know in the comments section if he's a good corner from Maryland. But other than that, all the other guys I really like. So yeah, that's it for this round of this mock draft. Filled an absolutely massive need for a guard. Quentin Nelson, the best guard in the draft. Mark Andrews, probably the best tight end in the draft. Nick Chubb, definitely top 5 or 6 running back ranked in the draft. Probably will go in the 3rd round, exactly around there. J.C. Jackson, got to watch some tape of him. Anthony Miller, this guy's an animal. Definitely think you guys should go watch him. Then a couple edge rushes to help out, rushing the passer, and then a guy to help out on special teams. So yeah, that's it for this round of this mock draft with Fanspeak Mock Draft Simulator. Let me know, Dolphins fans, what you think in the comment section. Who else you would have picked the Dolphins if you would have went different? If you would have grabbed Jack Kitchie or whatever else you would have done. Let me know. And also everyone else is free to give me some feedback. Alrighty guys, as always, fins up. I'll see you guys in the next video.